step down. Good job.
So Jenna, I started working with when she was just like, I think 4 or 5 months old. And at that point, her mom described her like water. So her muscle tone was so low that it was really, even for a little baby, it was really hard to hold her because her arms would just fall back and head would fall back. And
Prader-Willi syndrome is a genetic disorder, and one of many, characteristics of it is poor muscle tone and more poor muscle control. A lot of kids with Prader-Willi also have physical and motor developmental delays.
Developmentally, we wanted her to be as mobile as possible. And when you have low muscle tone, it is much, much harder to turn your muscles on. It just takes more effort. And it's really hard to keep the muscles turned on. So these kids, sometimes they can sit and then they slouch, and they sit and they slouch, or they stand and collapse, and stand and collapse. So we worked a lot on her being able to hold her body up. And you saw a lot of work on the Hypervibe, which we started around like 6 months old to get kids on there. That gives a lot of feedback, and the kids tend to really like it. And that way they stay like activated with their muscles much longer. And so we have really been able to get her pretty far.
We have also just provided some AT items, some assisted tech items. So the Hypervibe, a mat that has been really great. It's kind of grown with Jenna, and we can kind of fold it over just a gym mat, and so she can work on stepping up and stepping down. It's something that they can use in their home, and especially for Jenna, she can use it long term.
We want a lot of the therapy look like play, but at the same time it is therapy, so it often looks easier than it is.
The therapist and the occupational or physical therapist, they speak to her in English, and I kind of interpret all those words in Arabic, because that's the language is spoken at home. Jenna might be familiar with some of those words, so it's good for her to learn both languages. We encourage parents to use the mother tongue language. It really improves the child's speech and way of thinking.